If not me, then who? If not now, then when? If not this, then what? Listen, you don't have to love me. You don't have to like me. I'm not your sister. I'm not your child. I'm not your mother. As a mentor or coach, I'm here to empower you. I'm a human being. I'm sharing doable, actionable steps which make all the difference in the world. My name is Renate Brandl, for those who tune in the first time, and I'm a mentor and coach to help people get out of fear, find the courage and the energy and the focus, the clarity they need to turn those obstacles in their lives into stepping stones and lead a life by design. Excuse me, I think I have a frog in here right now. Now, it took me a while to get where I wanted to be. I was not fed with a silver spoon. I was an unwanted child, and I was told over and over again that I was not good enough and things were not for me. And I think in Australia they call it the tall poppy syndrome, you know. Whenever I kind of made myself taller and stuck my head out, I was kind of chopped down, like, no, Renate, this is not for you. So maybe you are in the same situation. You want more. You know, the next year, the next month, the next week, they are really crucial. And you want to show up. You want to be your very best self, but you don't know how. This is when a mentor is so crucial. And as I said earlier, you don't have to like me. And funny enough, two of my main mentors, when I met them first, I did not like them at all. The first one was years back when I lived in the US and I was waiting for, not a green card, but a work permit that I could do some coaching. I stumbled across Brendon Burchard. And I did not like him at all. I did not like his voice. I did not like his style. Still this my frog. And what resonated with me was his system, the things he was teaching, because they were something which I knew would save me 10, 15 years of learning curve. So you don't have to invent the wheel, right? You want to learn from somebody who has been there, who has done it, and shares not just the knowledge, but also the experience, the wisdom, right? So eventually I started to train with Brendon Burchard, and I applied for being taught and certified as one of his 300-400 worldwide certified high performance coaches. And what I like about it, it's a system, right? It's a system where every session there is some tangible outcome. It's not taking things on the fly, but really like something doable. There's an outcome, there's framework, there are tools to apply, which is so important. But I'm not selling this here right now, just letting you know. So it took me a while, and it was fantastic. Yet there's always another level. So if you're already there, if you're already crushing it, if you're already showing up with the energy, you already have the clarity that you can put the focus on, you have the energy, you live this lifestyle, right? You show up with courage and you deal with the fear, which many of us are held back by. You are already a leader, you're an influencer, you're very productive. So you're already pretty good. You already have a pretty good handle of your life. Fantastic. I congratulate you. Yet, you know there's another level. There might be something like you want to leave a legacy. You want to have more impact. You want to scale. There's always a new level. So this made me, well, probably not search, but once you know and there's something you look for, when the student, and you have heard the saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Now then, Joel Bauer came into my life. And again, the first video training, the first encounter was not very positive. I again did not like him at all. I did not like his voice, his tone, the way he presented. Yet I knew that the information he had was valuable. And again, this would save me a huge learning curve, 10, 20 years probably, because he has been doing this his whole life. He has been doing marketing, languaging, connecting with people in a different way his whole life. And what I learned from him was serving from the heart. And I knew I had this in me all my whole life. It's if I offer something to my client, whether it's Feldenkrais clients or whether it's my high performance coaching clients, it's not just business. It's not selling the expertise. It's not selling the framework. I care about my students. I want my students to succeed. I want them to shine. I want them to have the breakthrough. And it's one of the most amazing moments is, when a student has those aha moments, like you heard Anna in the video before when she said, well, you asked lots of questions and I came up with the answers or some of the solutions myself. This is satisfaction. This is when you tap into your superpowers, when you know that you have it in you. Because when you shine, I shine. And the smile on people's face, or this sort of, this fire in their ears, or this, when, lots of people run around like the living dead, but when the fire ignites and you are ready, that you are ready to do whatever you have to do because you know what's necessary, this is just a wonderful feeling, and I would not want to miss this in the world. So you might say, well, if you already had, the Brendon Burchard guy in your life and your own expertise, being a teacher, going back to being a professor at a commercial college, a business school, so you already had those things in your life. Wasn't this enough? I felt there was something missing, and honestly speaking, I'm still not done. I know there's still something else out there, some refinement, and this time of year is just a really, really great way to reflect. And if you have not watched the previous models, I urge you to watch them and have pen, paper ready and write down what comes to mind. So what did Joel Bauer bring to me? He helped me get much clearer and develop 3 more pillars, because I think if you want to have a balanced life, you need at least 3 pillars. You can have 2 things to balance, but if it's like 3, it's much more stable, right? And with being coached by him and working through my process and learning from my students, my clients, I found out that mindset, mission, moves are fundamentals. Whether you want to build your business, whether you want to scale your business, whether you want to build more meaningful relationships, whether it's personal relationships or whether it's professional relationships. It's also important if you want to be in the best shape of your life, if you want to take care of your health. So important, and I think this is one of the most important pieces of the puzzle, because if you are not healthy, you are not wealthy, right? You can have millions of dollars, but if you are in pain, if you have no energy, if you are mentally not in tip-top shape, I think you are not wealthy. But that's my own opinion. So feel free to share what you feel wealth means. Right? So going back to what Joel Bauer made me realize, it's like you need the proper mindset. You need to have an open mindset. You have to be willing to listen and to implement. As Bruce Lee used to say, you have to empty your cup. Otherwise, you cannot be taught by me. You have to empty your cup to be accessible for new knowledge, for new input, new ideas, new strategies, new structures, maybe a different concept, how you run your business, right? We all, probably most of us, used to run offline businesses, in-person events, in-person coaching, in-person training, in-person communication. This is very limited right now. So we all move to online, serving clients online. So this is something you have to be able to do, and not, if you have this mindset, well, it's very difficult because I have those challenges, I don't know where to start, and it's the challenge of the IT and the tech stuff. This is not what high performers think, or how high performers think. It's like, well, I don't know it right now, but I will figure it out. I don't have it, so I will get it, I will acquire it, I will get someone to help me with, I will build it, but I don't want you to build the whole structure of your life, right? Because if you want a head start, and this is what we're talking about here, having a head start is you have a clear, proven system. And number 2 is the mindset. Well, sorry, we had the mindset. It's the mission. And this is, no pun intended, is mission critical. Because if you want a head start, right, and you have the mindset like, yeah, it's possible, I can do it, I'm all like, excited and hyped up, there are still 2 things missing, 2 important pillars, right, to give you the balance. Number 2 is the mission. Why is it important? If it's important because I tell you, this might not last. If you do the things you're supposed to do, if you change your eating, if you add more exercise into your daily routine, if you get more people on board in your business, if you start to delegate in your business to have more free time, but you're not convinced and your why is not there, you will most likely fail. What is the why? The why is it important to make those changes and shifts in your mindset, in the different moves? Why is it important? What drives you? What gets you out of bed every morning? What excites you? Maybe it's you want to make millions of dollars. And again, why do you want millions of dollars? What would you like to use the money for? And pen, paper, just write down. If you had $1 million and you write it down after the training, when you stop and rewind and rewatch, is because there are lots of different layers. Even so, it might sound like I'm just having a conversation with you. Lots of different layers helping you to get this head start, to get going, to make your moves, and to get to this next level of success and lead the life by design, right? So write down exactly what you would spend this $1 million for, or 5 million, right? Like so and so much exactly, probably for a new car, so and so much probably for upgrading your house, so and so much maybe for getting a mentor, a coach, a personal trainer, a business coach, a high performance coach. And I said mentor, coach, what's the difference, right? A mentor guides you, instilling the wisdom in coaching per se, in the traditional way, is transferring knowledge, transferring a system. So I'm a coach mentor because I like to share my life's experience as well, because not everything goes according to plan if we just follow a system, right? We all know that. So what's your why? Maybe your why is you want to be healthier, to have the energy to show up every single day and inspire your tribe. Maybe it's you want to live longer and potentially extend your healthy lifestyle or lifespan to attend the graduation of your kids. Maybe you want to attend the wedding of your daughter or your son. Maybe you want to fight world hunger. I don't know what it is for you. So you have to be absolutely clear what your mission is to make those New Year's resolutions stick. Because we all know if it's hype and you say like, yeah, I will do it, but if it's not really close to your heart, you will most likely fall off the bandwagon. And to help you get clearer what your mission is, a coach, a mentor can help tremendously. To find your mission, you have the right mindset, the mission, and to be able to do number 3, the proper moves, is exactly what do you need to do. Again, a coach, a mentor helps you save you the time, and they help you focus your energy in the right direction, because probably you have lots of energy and focus, but you're running full steam in the wrong direction. I don't know you because I have not met you in person. We have not spoken. We have not been on a call, right? So those moves, so critical. And you might say, well, Renate, what are your moves? I still follow what I teach. I put those high performance concepts I share with my clients into my daily life. From staying hydrated, moving, to have the energy to show up at different times of day to serve my clients, to spend time with my loved ones. By the way, have a sip of water. I put trainings, Q&A sessions with clients or my mentors, my workouts, free time where like I want this hour without any plan, just to breathe and maybe just be, into my calendar. Like in business, if you don't have your meetings in your calendar, they will not happen. If you maybe in the fashion business, if you don't have your new collection, presented at a certain date, you have no business, right? So these are just concepts to help you get moving, to help you create momentum. Now, again, you don't have to train with me. I'm not selling my high performance coaching program today, right? But if it's not me, then who? Who is there helping you get the head start and then keep the momentum going? If you don't take it now because you say, well, there will be another better time, then when? Life is too short. We never know how long we have on this planet, right? Like Kobe Bryant, when he passed in this tragic accident, he still had a lot of things to do together with his daughter and the other daughters and his wife. But life was really cut short. So we do not know when it's our last day. So why don't we make the time we have right now count? Why don't we change our mindset to like, yes, I know I have to take action and get going. And why don't we shift our mission to like, well, I'm here for a purpose. I'm here to serve. I'm here to serve my family, or maybe to serve my tribe, to serve my clients, to serve my co-workers, to serve the people on this planet. And then do the moves. If not now, then when? And if it's not this, then what, right? There are lots of shiny objects out there, lots of so-called experts. They show up, glossy video, fantastic production. But you know what? You never hear from them again. And I have reached out to some of them because I just want to know whether they are real. And you never hear from them again. Or they take your money and then they have to cancel something and you don't even have an explanation. And right now I have been in contact. Well, I have reached out to someone. They only took $49 for something, but the event was canceled and I have not heard from them back. And this is not someone I trust. This is not someone I want to work with. I want someone who bears his or her heart on the sleeve. Someone who tells you how it is. For example, I like to be a bit selective with who I work with. And it's not being arrogant. It's about time. I value you and my time. And I want people who are willing to do some work. And I'm honest, in some of the coaching sessions, there is laughter, but there are also tears. And I respect how deep you want to go. But if you want to stay on the surface and have a quick fix, then you and we are not a good fix. So I wrote down what I'm going to offer you today, because lately lots of people have reached out to me on social media and like, oh, I like what you do, it's so inspiring, I want to be your friend. And this is said, I am not your friend. I'm not your father, your mother, your sister-in-law. I'm a human being whose mission is to empower you to get more out of your life right now. And I'm not accepting friend requests to chit-chat. I'm not accepting friend requests from people who don't show their face, who they have just a name, any name, or they just show photos of dogs or cats, very cute. But this is not people I work with. Because when we work together, we have to be a team, right? And if you want a head start, and if you want to work with me, I have to make sure that I can help you, that you empty your cup, that you are willing to listen what I have to say when it comes to fitness and health. Because I was born with an uneven hip, I thought, but actually it was the hip joints were not, or the balls, they were not in their sockets properly. So I've had 2 hip surgeries by choice, because I found out that with all the things I did, they helped me really push it out many, many years. But then I could not function at the level I wanted to function. And yes, if they had fixed it when I was a baby, I would have avoided all those 2 hip replacement surgeries, right? As I said, I was born into a family where I was not spoon-fed, not wanted, and this could have broken me, or I decided to use this as fuel. It ignited me to want more, to not take no for an answer. But it took me years, it took me decades. If I only had known or had a mentor then, it would have saved me at least 20 to 30 years learning curve to be where I am now. So how can you reach out to me? So don't send me friend requests with a photo of a cat, a dog, or no photo at all. If you want to work with me, these are the ways. Number one is you watch my trainings, right? They are for free right now. I share them with you. Take them seriously. They might sound very, very simple because I chunk them down to make it easy, doable for you. Number one is I have a limited amount of 15-minute time slots. Success activation calls for people who have watched me, who have interacted with me, who have commented on me, posted questions, and you're not quite sure what to do next. You're like, I do it myself. I don't care whether it takes another 30 years. And I know getting on this call might shave off 10 years, but that's fine with me. So send me a private message, 15-minute activation call. This is for free. 15 minutes are for free. 15 minutes of you and my time to clarify maybe what do you have to do to get a head start for next year. Number two is, and this is what I offer you today, and I will put the link down here, because guess what? If not now, then when? When are you going to invest in your growth? When are you going to invest in scaling your business? When are you investing to overcome the fear and show up with the courage, your very best self, to turn those obstacles into stepping stones, right? If not now, then when? So I offer you a 60 number, that's number two, 60 to 90 minute, and most of the time it's 90 minutes, success activation call. It's a strategy call going through the main concepts of high performance, what you really need to sustain this life, this success, this life by design, that you know exactly what you have to hone in, that you have the energy to do the things you like to do, that you have the courage to deal with the fear that what if I do this and the grass is not greener on the other side. Learn concepts how people are more productive. Learn the concepts of high performers, why they are leaders. What makes them a leader? What makes them a thought leader in their business, in their family, in their tribe, in their community, right? So this is 60 to 90 minutes. This is not for free, and you have to apply for it, and I will post the link in the comments later today. And of course, number three is, once you have been through this 60 to 90 minute call, for some of you, I might offer the opportunity to work with me either one-on-one or in a small group, really going into those high performance concepts much, much deeper. And there might be other levels, but these are only after you have gone through those levels, because it doesn't make sense to skip ahead sometimes if you don't have the fundamentals. It does not make sense if you have all the details. Say you build a house, right? You have like 3 stories, and you have all the details, and you have all the furniture of the rooms, for the rooms on the 3rd floor, but you have a very unstable structure. The foundation is giving. It's not safe to be in this house. So I want you to have a really solid foundation, which is so important to get a head start. Because when you have this head start, when you have a solid foundation, when you know what to really focus on first of all the things which are important, this is when you are ahead of your competition, when you are way ahead of everybody else who starts next week. Well, actually this week, right? Who starts on the 1st of January. I want you to have this head start. And if it's not me, then who? Make a decision. Find somebody who inspires you, who can empower you, somebody who cares about you, somebody who follows up with you. Not someone who sells a product to you and then you never hear from them again. If not now, then when? Imagine a year from now. Would you want to be in the same situation, saying to yourself, what if I had listened to Renate? What if I had invested my time and some money? I'm not working for free. Because also, have you noticed that when you get those trainings for free, you do take them seriously? But imagine if you invested $25,000 into working with me, and I'm not selling you a program for $25 right, $25,000 right now. But imagine, just imagine for a moment, you had invested $25,000 for working with me, for being coached and mentored by me, for having more clarity, focus, more energy, more courage, more influence, becoming a better leader, having more money, having a more open mindset, having this mission, and also being more passionate and knowing exactly what to do next instead of like sorting and sifting through the mug. You already know what's next, where to go to. And if not exactly now, you know how to pivot, what works and what doesn't work. Imagine being there in a year from now, having missed this opportunity. And I tell you, if you had invested $25,000 to work with me in those last few months, your mindset would have changed. Potentially your mission would have been different. Or maybe the same mission, but much more clearer and much more focused and much more powerful. And you may have all the moves needed to get you to this next level, the next level where you don't have to fear. When do I make my next sale? How can I provide food, a roof for my loved ones? You would not probably have to fear like, what if my health doesn't change, if I don't lose the weight, if I don't start to improve my heart health, the health of my lungs, all my vital organs. Things might not go the way I want them to go. What if? What if today was the day, the best day, to really take this plunge, take a leap of faith, and at least hop on a call with me? And if you have watched those trainings and you have an idea what you need to do, why don't you go deeper and apply for the 60 to 90 minute success activation call with me? You will get written feedback. You will get tools, additional tools to implement right away. The same tools my high performance coaching clients and my mentors' high performance coaching clients, they pay thousands and thousands of dollars for. The same questions they get asked. Because guess what? You're not different from them, and they are not different from you. The only difference between you when you are here and they are over there is they have a system, they have a mentor showing them a shortcut, not a shortcut in a sense of like you're skipping vital steps. A shortcut is not losing or wasting time going in the wrong direction, showing them what works. All right. Hope this serves you, my friends. Just one more thing before I go. Let me just have a sip of water. And please stay hydrated. There's a lot of fear out there. People are dying. And I have a member of my family who is really testing it. Neglecting, not willing to take help. And we don't know how long this person is gonna last. So people are dying. The threat is real, but I don't want you to be in fear. I want you to live fully. I want you to live your life by design with more joy and energy and vibrancy. If you bring more joy into your life, this has an impact on your well-being. You know that. You've heard, like, probably laughter is the best medicine. So this is why sometimes new clients are people who get to know me are like, you're so kind of, sometimes it's like I make people laugh. I always make people laugh at least once in my sessions. And I think it's so crucial. If you don't laugh, there's no learning. I should have known this. We should teach this, our teachers. I should have known this when I was a teacher. It's not about the fear. It's about the laughter. But it's not laughter making sort of like just goofing around. You have to have a good laugh in between. Because also, if you laugh or if you smile, can you be angry? Just let's do this for a while. Just, bring the ends of your mouth up, smile, laugh, and now think of somebody you're angry about or something you're angry about it. It's impossible, right? It really shifts your mindset, your state immediately. Okay, so I better let you go today. And again, if you want a head start, if you want to get ahead, and if you already have started to implement and you have already created a little bit of momentum, let's create more momentum. And the more momentum you create, the easier things will get and become. And that's joyous too, because I want you to have more results with less effort. And less effort does not mean you just put, a wish out there and don't do anything, because if you want to attract luck, you have to work for your luck. So, as I said, you don't have to like me, but I know my process and the high performance concepts. It does work. It has worked. Not just for me and my clients, it has worked for people all around the world. So it doesn't matter whether you're male, female, short, long, blonde, dark, brown, what religion, what race. It doesn't matter. What really matters is that you have an open mindset, that you shift your mission to something that's really important, and that you know the exact moves to take to get you from where you are to where you would want to be. My name is Renate Prandtl, and I'm a human being. And my mission is to empower you to take control back of your life and to make the necessary shifts to lead a life by design in a holistic way and in a sustainable way. Make sure you get on a call with me to make this head start real, to make the shift real, to not just think about it, to not conceptualize it, to not just put it out in the world and wait and see, but to really take action. I'm here to serve you. Love you. Thanks for watching. Auf Wiedersehen.